So what's World War II like? You told me you got wounded. You told me you
World
were
War II.
Yeah.
He said you
you
told
got
him he got wounded.
you got wounded.
Yes.
Where?
Can you do like a, can you turn it off and on? Or
I have a piece of metal
reset,
here.
or-
It went in here, and it's over here,
It's
and
still
then
there. It's in his neck
and back here.
and in the back of his leg.
What kind of weapon was it? What'd you get hit with?
I can't
Mortar.
Like a tube? Like fired from a tube? Like when they put it down a
Shrapnel
tube?
from a mortar.
Oh,
From a
You know,
mortar shell.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's what I'm
One
trying
of
to say.
those that-
Yeah, yeah.
I wanted to. I flip out.
What
Flip
division
out.
were you in?
Can't handle electronics. Not
What
working.
position?
No, division.
Division.
Infantry.
Oh, the 9th Division. We were going toward Remagen Bridge. It was before. When did I get wounded? On December the 11th, and Remagen was on the 18th, right?
Yeah. How old was you when you got hit?
How old?
Yeah.
19.
Where'd you get your basic training at?
Texas, Tyler, Texas.
What's the name of the base?
Camp Fannin.
Camp what?
Camp what?
Fannin.
You have her a little bit quick while you're just doing.
It's where it was the Rose capital of the world. Tyler, Texas.
What kind of weapons did you have when you was in the infantry?
I started out with a small one. I ended up with a BAR, you know.
The Browning automatic rifle.
Yes. That's how I got hit. Because I was the one that had to be with the captain and sergeant and them. And I was scatter.
Did you see the camps? Did you see the concentration camps?
No. But after the war, we saw where they had the pilot, or they were making kids.
Yeah.
And the women, the pilots would go in and impregnate the women, and they'd have the kid, and they had to all leave. The nuns were taking care of raising them.
Did
And
you?
we liberated that.
They were children that were being raised by the Nazis.
Yes.
What was George Warner like? George Washington Warner.
What was he like?
Yeah.
Him and I were buds. This is his cane.
Yeah, it is.
See right there? See?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What was he like though? What kind of things he say?
I liked him.
What kind of vegetables did he grow?
Oh, they weren't doing anything like that. Whenever I was big enough to know, they had a garage across from that building.
Yeah.
Where CVS is.
Yeah.
And they put 2 gas pumps, the kind you crank.
Yeah.
They put 2 gas pumps in there for him so he'd have something to do.
Yeah.
So.
What's Nancy King like? What's Nancy King?
Oh, somebody said she was me. She must have been like Auntie Nell.
Yeah.
Because she'd sell milk.
Yeah.
Kids would come to get the milk.
Yeah.
If they were a penny shy, they had to go back home and get the penny.
Wow, man.
She wouldn't let them have them.
How about your parents? What's your parents' name?
Oh, Charles, the same as me.
Yeah.
My dad was senior, and my mother was Margaret Madeline.
Yeah. But can you tell me about how'd you find out about the Pilgrims? How'd you find out like John Alden ancestors?
What?
How did you find out that John Alden was our ancestor? How did you find out?
Find out what?
How did you find out that John Alden was an ancestor? How did you find out?
How did you learn about John Aldrin being your ancestor?
Alden.
Oh, from the book.
Oh, from the.
Abbey Byron book.
Oh, okay. So the Indians, they treated Abigail Byram good. They treated them good.
Yeah. Now she's buried out just the next town from Monroeville.
So a lot of what countries did you go into in World War II? Like what countries in Europe?
What country in Europe?
Yeah, what countries did you fight in?
We went Germany and Belgium.
How old was you? You were 19?
Yeah, I went in when I was 18. I joined.
Yeah. So was that
18, 19, and 20.
so did you get drafted or you enlisted?
No, I joined.
He enlisted.
How much did they pay back then?
Oh, geez. That's 60-some years ago.
You don't remember what your paycheck was, huh?
No.
When's your birthday?
July 20th.
What year were you born?
I'm going to be 88 in a couple of weeks.
Yeah. So what kind of farming Monroeville did they have?
They, different stuff.
What kind of crops?
Make or touch what?
Well, you had
What?
for your own
I'm watching.
self, you know.
Yeah.
And then
Cool.
if you had cows, you had planted corn, and if you had, depending on what you had.
Yeah. Did you know how to farm when you was a kid?
Yeah, when I was growing up,
Yeah.
they weren't farming anymore.
Oh.
Not as much, but they were raising their own chickens and
Yeah, right.
pigs and
Yeah, like
stuff like
us, we did our own food, and then we had chickens, and we'd get a couple pigs and then butcher them in the fall. And
So you butcher pigs? How do you butcher them?
I didn't. They wouldn't let us. I never
He did
saw it.
chickens.
How do you butcher chickens?
Oh, that was easy. Just chop their head off.
Did you have to dress them up? Like,
Yes.
how do you do that?
Stick it in a bucket of hot water, and then pick the leaves off, or the feathers off.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, he had an outhouse.
Yeah.
He grew up with an outhouse.
So
No indoor plumbing.
how that war did that how that war affect you? How did World War II, like, did it change you being wounded?
Did it what?
Did it change you how you look at things?
I don't know.
Oh.
You think?
Being in the army, you said changed you.
Oh yeah.
He was a spoiled brat.
Right.
It made him grow up when he went in the army.
Right. I found out there were other people in the world besides us.
Yeah.
That had different ideas and different backgrounds.
Yeah. What kind of things did you do when you was a kid?
Oh, all kinds of stuff.
What'd you do?
I don't know.
We have Emma. We have Fritos.
We would go swim. We'd build a dam in a creek.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll be right
Go
back.
swimming in that,
Where are you going, honey?
and then
They're hungry.
there were places around where you went roller skating.
Can I ask you to
And,
do me a favor? Yeah. Is Uncle Joe upstairs?
I don't know.
Because could you get a bag of ice?
all that kind of stuff.
Did you go hunting?
You're coming
No.
back here?
Did you go fishing?
Okay. Yeah,
No.
would you get a bag
Oh.
of ice? Okay.
No,
I'll
I
give you the
didn't.
money for it.
I didn't
What time
want
do
to
you eat dinner? Do you?
an animal. I didn't want to.
I was
Kill
putting
animals.
potatoes in around 5. You want to eat earlier than that?
Well, I'm only asking because I have to be
Did you
somewhere at
like the
7:30.
army? Did you like being in the
Well,
army?
Mommy told me that. Well, then I'll.
The what?
Did you like being in the army?
Oh, okay.
Did you like being in the
So that's why I didn't think about it until now.
Yes.
It's like, it's already 3 o'clock.
It was a good
3:20.
experience.
I didn't think about
I
it.
was going to.
I needed it.
So they'd be done around 4:30, 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
That'd be good because then I guess.
So
we could
so
be-
what was the was it snow? Did you have to fight in the
That's okay
snow?
with you if you don't care.
The what?
Yeah.
Did you fight in the
I was
snow?
asking about dinner times.
Did you fight in the snow?
What?
Yeah.
It was in December that I got,
Was it snowing?
no, but it was cold. You're outside 24 hours a day, and you can't have a fire.
What was living conditions like in World War II? What was living conditions? How'd you take a shower?
Very rarely.
They lived in trenches.
Yeah, they would, you'd be up online, and then they'd take you back, and then you could get a shower. But when they, half the time they took you back where you camped, you were in a tent, yet you weren't in a building. You
How'd
were
you-
in a two-man tent, so you weren't inside there either.
How'd you handle your business when you had to go?
When you
Very, yeah, you had to just go. That's how, you
Find
know,
a place to go and go, I guess.
I don't understand how they're going to put girls
Yeah, it's
and
going to be
guys.
hard.
Huh?
Yeah. Because they don't care the same, Dad.
Huh?
They don't care the same. At colleges now, they have co-ed bathrooms.
Oh, okay. They had that back.
Boys and girls go in the same bathroom.
They had that back
At colleges.
in Paris, in the hospital when I was. We'd have never had that.
No, we're much more modest.
And after my dad was wounded, when he got better, he helped in the hospital when he was in the service.
Where'd you enter Europe at? Did you go through Normandy?
I went back to England.
How did you enter Europe?
Oh.
How did you go through Normandy? Did you? Where
Oh,
did you
on
land?
a truck.
You didn't land at Normandy. You weren't
No.
part of the Normandy.
And that had already happened.
He came over after Normandy.
Right. There was still bodies in the channel, but there wasn't. We went up the hill and through
Where
Paris.
did you land?
Where'd you land at?
Yeah, through in Normandy.
Oh, you
Oh,
did.
you did
you
land
saw.
in
You saw.
Normandy, but
Yeah, but
okay,
it was.
you weren't part of the invasion.
They were back beyond Paris whenever I.
Okay, yeah.
What did Normandy look like when you landed?
It was a mess. They still had bodies in the channel, and those launching boats. The end comes down, and you have to get off. They don't go up on the beach.
So you had to walk in the water.
Uh-huh.
And
Your gun
I'm
up.
117 pounds, okay?
Backpack.
I got a 60-pound pack on my back. And I had just came down one of those rope ladders from the big ship onto it. And it's going back and forth like that. So when you got to the bottom of the rope, you had to make sure the boat was in, the boat to launch. And then when you get over there, they don't go into the sand, they stayed out. I said, and that guy that comes up to the plaza, he was in the Navy, he was on one of those.
Like around.
I said, how come you didn't leave us
I was like, oh, I never even thought about it.
on, we had to go through water.
I know,
And,
I know. So you don't have to worry.
it's up to here. Well, then you can't let your boat, gun gets wet,
I don't want to do that too. That's not what I'm saying. He was like,
he said we couldn't go in. It was,
so that way
they couldn't, yeah, they couldn't go in that far. I said, bull. They didn't want to,
And I said, that's fine.
they
you
were
know,
afraid,
But
I think.
I didn't even think about it. That we weren't discussing. Everything just kind of,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And we're all, and I never even asked him about it. So I'll tell that a little bit.
So for what? So you went through what? What was Belgium like? What was Belgium?
Well, it was, that stuff was all, it was, we were up in the forest, in
Yeah.
the Black Forest,
Yeah.
so it was all trees and
Is it
Well-
nice?
What was the fighting like?
it's hell. War is not nice. There's no way that
Did you like school?
what?
Did you like school?
Yeah,
What kind of grades you get?
good.
Yeah, he likes school a lot.
His aunt was
Didn't you?
a school teacher too.
Yeah, I like the social.
His aunt, your great aunt,
Yeah.
was a school teacher at the
Yeah.
school, same school he went to school at.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Your grandma Adele,
Yeah. My great grandma.
or great grandma, her sister,
Yeah.
Aunt Sarah,
Yeah.
was a school teacher at the same building where he went to school.
What school is it? What's the name of the
What's
school?
name of the school?
The Monroe School. It was where that big tall building is.
Yeah.
It was there.
Okay.
And they tore it down.
Yeah.
What was
So,
the name of it down?
yeah, do you know
Patton Township, no, Monroeville Elementary.
Monroeville Elementary?
Patton Township Junior High.
What-
Oh, I sent for our tickets. So I sent enough for if you want to go.
Oh, to the reunion. Oh, sure. Okay.
And then I forget what the date. Well, I can look at it. I have
Okay.
this stuff.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go with them to the reunion. Yeah.
So what high school did you go to?
Turtle Creek down here.
What year did you graduate?
I left 43, 44 it would have been. But I left in after my junior, before my senior year,
Yeah.
because I was 18.
Yeah.
Then I went to school after.
What'd you do in school? What'd you do after the army?
I went to
A little bit, and I'm going to
school
tell you to get
to
out, okay?
learn to make false teeth. And the only place I could get a job was Wisconsin. And my wife couldn't leave Turtle Creek.
Look at me.
And then I taught dancing at Arthur Murray's. And then we got married and my wife said, I think you better get a job. Just quit playing. So then I worked at Mester Machine Company
Yeah.
in West Homestead in personnel in employment.
Yeah. So was you a good shot in the army? Was you a good?
No, I was a PFC. I didn't think anybody wanted to listen to me.
I think everybody in the
Tell them what to do.
No, I mean, was you a good shot? Was you
You're
good?
a good shot.
Was you good with your weapons?
Oh yeah, sure.
How many? Do you remember how many? Did you get a lot of Germans? Do you know?
Oh, I don't know. We weren't up face to face. So,
Did you ever see them?
and we never, but we never went over to with one where we were. We never went over to check to see if we hit them or.
Did you ever see them?
I would have never wanted to do that.
Did you ever see them shoot at you? Did you see them shoot at you?
Yeah. The first day, I wasn't even up there 15 minutes.
They start shooting at you.
Yeah, and I hit
Okay.
the ground. You know, you're trained to hit the ground. I hit the ground, and I looked up, and the bark was off the tree I was standing by.
What kind of weapon did he have? Did you see the weapon? What kind of? What kind?
That hit, that was shooting at me?
Yeah.
No.
Did you get him? Oh. Did you try to get him? Defend yourself?
Yeah, but you don't know. That's why I said if you don't go check, you don't really know.
Oh.
And we never, the guys I was with, we never wanted to do that.
If they stop shooting at you, you figure you got them.
Yeah, you stay over there, we'll stay over here.
Right, right.
So was it a big mortar round? How big was the mortar round that hit you? Shrapnel.
Yeah, no.
How big
It
was
was
it?
They weren't big, they were small. They were used like, they would have a sniper
Yeah.
in a tree somewhere or
Yeah.
in an observation.
Yeah.
Those guys would tell them where to range in.
Did you ever get sniped at?
Because that's how I got up to see if I could see where they were coming from instead of staying flat in the ground.
And that's when you got hit?
Yeah. Because they said to me, if you, yeah, I had to get up and I wanted to see where it was coming from.
Right, right.
And I should have stayed down where they were.
Did you ever get sniped at? Did you ever see the sniper shooting?
No, but my buddy got killed.
Are you injured?
He spoke German,
Yeah.
and they had kids
Yeah.
dug in,
Yeah.
13, 14-year-old kids.
Yeah.
And he'd go up and we talked them out of
You know her good songs.
come out
Yeah.
and
Hey, Ann, watch
you know,
your
so that they didn't get hurt.
swimming those. Make
Yeah.
sure they don't bump
And
anybody.
they shot a sniper shot him. And I didn't know it till I was back in the hospital in Paris. One of the guys that was there longer than said, "Did I know?" And I said, "No, I didn't know."
What kind of medals do you get? What'd you get in the army? What kind of medals?
What kind of medals?
Yeah, I have a Purple Heart.
Oh, no, don't say that.
So you use different weapons? You use grenades?
Hey.
The what?
Emma,
You ever had to throw
is that
grenades?
what you say?
Did you ever
Well,
have
then
to
don't
throw
say
a
to her.
grenade?
Hey, I'm
No.
gonna take this pole away from you guys. I'm gonna take the thing away from you and drain it
I
out.
would take it out of the ground and drain it out.
So what was so it's called Patton? Used to be
Yeah,
called
fly-
Patton?
oh,
Monroeville?
there you go.
The what?
Used to be called Patton?
Mom.
Patton Township. There was a certain part.
It was right on my back.
That was called Patton Township,
Yeah,
and then they
Monroeville
called it
was always
Monroeville.
Monroeville.
Yeah.
The whole area was Patton Township. Now it's all Monroeville after they made the borough. But
Yeah.
before that, it was a township.
What was it like when you was a kid?
It was rural.
What kind of hobbies did you have when you was a kid?
Hobbies.
Oh, I'm a hobbyist.
Yeah?
I always had something going.
What'd you do?
Did you tell them about the newspaper?
Oh, no.
This is a good story.
Yeah, we had
How
two
old
other
were
guys
you?
and myself.
How
we
old
had
were you?
we did a newspaper when I was in junior high,
Yeah?
Yeah.
and we would sell it. We sold it for a penny,
Yeah?
and we were allowed to go so far away from the house.
Yeah?
And one guy would go out a mile out this way, the other guy a mile out that way,
Yeah?
and the other guy this way.
Oh, now the weight's all balanced.
And we ran it off on a mimeograph machine.
Yeah?
Oh, the weight's off now.
They would collect all the gossip.
Did you hear
in the
that when he said
neighborhood.
that?
Yeah.
Emma goes,
Yeah.
We'd advertise. We put advertisements in, and we put gossip in.
hey, baby,
Yeah.
you might be like, take it off my hands.
Yeah? How about arts and crafts? You do any arts and crafts?
Yes, build plywood airplanes, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
What's up, Stella?
I always was a craft nut.
What did they say on the plane?
Yeah.
We're reaching an altitude of 30,000.
How much this stuff used to cost when you was a kid?
Remember prices of
Prices
things?
of things when you were a kid.
The what?
Prices of things when you were a kid.
Oh, that was the end of the Depression. You didn't have, if you had a dime,
Yeah.
you could get a whole bunch of candy, but then that was your how you got home from school.
Yeah.
It was a dime on the bus
Yeah.
because they didn't bus you like they do now.
Yeah.
You had to pay.
So if you went to the store and bought ice cream or
No,
candy,
you don't say it.
then you had to walk home,
Yeah.
and you see how far that was
Yeah.
because the school was on down here.
So what?
And he lived where you're staying right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
That's how far he had to walk to school. In high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that Permanis was up in there.
I saw it when I got there, and they showed it on TV. So they had it on the food channel, that restaurant.
Oh, okay.
That's why when I was talking to him, I couldn't picture Permanis. And I didn't realize that was up there.
So a lot of guys got hit. You seen a lot of guys get hit when you was in a service. You seen a lot of guys get killed.
Yes. We won't go into that.
Dad doesn't want to talk about
Oh,
that.
I'm
We
sorry.
don't
I'm
do
sorry.
that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Do you play sports?
No,
You
I'm not
didn't.
competitive.
You didn't do any baseball, football,
No.
basketball.
He danced.
Huh?
He's a dancer.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I tried, but I was never good. I have no competitive.
Hello. Hi.
Back up.
Are you melting?
I used to ice skate. I used
Yeah.
to roller skate, but I didn't play. I played baseball a little bit,
Didn't what?
football a little bit, but I was always too skinny and
Yeah, he did, I think.
little.
He cut the rest of the grass. I think.
What'd you think when I wrote a letter to you? What'd you think?
Oh, were you gonna do it?
What did you think when you got a letter from him?
Oh, I was.
Yeah, I'm sure he.
She was all right.
Yeah.
He just wishes that he would have known your mom to
Yeah.
be able to tell you something about
Yeah,
it.
that's what
He felt bad.
I said to them.
He did it.
Yeah.
We from the time we were,
It has, but
say,
before
teenagers,
it got hotter.
uh,
Put it that way.
like your grandpa
Yeah.
Everybody's in
was
there.
always, he was only about 3 years older than me,
Yeah.
but he ran around with older guys. He never ran around with teenage guys like
Yeah.
that. So I never knew him.
Yeah.
I knew him, but I didn't know him.
All right.
Yeah.
Because we never did anything together, and that's why I don't have any pictures of him at all. And,
But you hung around with Charles,
right.
but not Dick.
What's Charles like? What was he like?
What
Charles.
was Charles like?
Yeah, he was a good. Yeah.
He go in the army too? He went in the service?
Was
Yes.
he in the service also?
Yeah, we were all in.
Where did he go? What did he do in the service?
Oh, I don't know. He was a medic.
Yeah.
I don't know if he went over to Europe. He must have gone over to Europe too. Joe didn't go out. A friend of mine, he didn't go out of that. He was
Yeah.
in the Air Force,
Yeah.
but he never got out of the United States.
So the army, it made you think not to take things for granted, huh? The army made you not let you take things for granted.
It made him grow up. It made him a better person.
Yeah, because growing up in a small town
Yeah,
and being spoiled, I was the only son. I had 3 sisters,
yeah,
so I got everything practically handed to me. Then
Okay.
I got into the service and I found out that isn't real.
yeah.
In a little bit, yeah.
And then you met different people
Yeah,
that you had just were never in a small town. You know, you would have never
Yeah, they're gonna do
met them at all.
again then. Yeah, he says, there'll be some guys coming to cut the grass. And I said, oh, Jim already cut it. He said, whoops, okay.
So, did you come up with your own games? What kind of games did you play when you was a kid?
I said in a little bit.
What kind of games did you play when you were a kid?
The normal, like ball and football, you know. But I never did it.
Like with the score or anything
Yes,
like
no.
that? Professionally,
Just
Well,
pick
Daddy's
up.
with
getting dressed
Yeah,
right now.
right.
friends.
And then we'll change
Right.
you. Go ahead in. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you do that?
Huh?
Did
No,
you?
I was good at academics.
Okay.
That's all I was good at. I could read, but you know,
You weren't into sports either.
no, I could read good. I like history, so
Uh-huh. Yeah, you can tell with that because you know all about all the different places and
What-
then now
what-
that you travel.
what was the civilians like in Europe? What were the civilians like?
Good.
They were. Did they help you out? Did they?
If they were cooperative, they were, as far as I could see, they were no problem.
Yeah.
But they were, the Germans were Nazis.
Yeah.
Because if they weren't Nazis, they weren't living. You weren't talking to them.
Yeah.
So they'd pretend like they weren't
Yeah.
when they were talking to you. But they had to be or they wouldn't be. They killed them. If they didn't join, they were done.
So you never saw any of the camps? You never saw any of the death camps?
Any what?
Right?
Hey, you never saw any of the death camps? You never seen any of the concentration camps?
No. We weren't up there.
Oh, okay.
And then when I went back over, after the war was over, I went back over.
Yeah.
But I was in a small town down near Bavaria,
Yeah. What was the name of it?
Ingolstadt.
Yeah.
And
The ocean.
there was nothing down there. There was just a small village by the Audubon.
Stay up
Yeah.
there, honey.
And then we watched refugees come back up
Stay up here, right?
Yeah.
No,
that
it's
had
down
gone
there.
to,
Water that I thought ice would
that were scattered all over Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you was in the 9th Infantry Division?
Your party?
No?
Who was the officer? Who was the sergeant?
Oh,
Oh.
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't even remember the lieutenant.
Did you see the big shots? Did you see Patton?
That, yes.
You saw him real life?
We had to be reviewed.
Yeah.
We stood in the sun
Yeah.
for a half a day, and we had to shellac our helmet.
Yeah.
And he got off the plane,
Yeah.
into the Jeep, came flying down past us, back up, got back on the plane and left.
What kind
We
of?
were looked at each other and what?
Yeah.
But Bradley was our main general.
What was he like? What was Bradley like?
Patton wasn't.
What was Bradley like?
A paper plate.
Bradley.
What was he like?
Oh, he was he was
Gaga,
neat.
there's a paper plate for
He
you.
really tried to save as many people as he could. Patton was always ahead of his troops most of the time. He'd be in the town when this one guy I worked with,
Here, guys.
he was in his outfit,
Plates.
and he'd be in a
You can actually use plates.
city here in a town,
Yeah.
and the troops weren't even there yet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you, honey. I don't
he
mind.
wasn't very nice.
Thank you.
Patton wasn't very.
Yeah, I think you changed the white or not.
So Bradley, you saw Bradley too? You saw Bradley?
Ask Michael. Michael.
Yes.
Saltio.
Did you talk to him or anything?
Saltio.
No.
No.
Thank you. I thought so.
How about the president? You ever see the president?
No. We really felt bad though, because he was the only one we ever knew.
Love you, Rob.
When he died, we really
You get a piece of
had
pizza? Cheese sticks.
it was traumatic.
He was like, yeah, it was good. Loved every minute of it.
What president that was?
Roosevelt.
Oh.
I'm gonna go in as soon as I get my pizza if you want to play with me.
I didn't even know what president.
What kind did you want to tell Ian radio?
Oh, and I got
What kind did you want?
discharged from the hospital to go back to my outfit.
Yeah.
And I was in a theater in London
Yeah.
when the war was over.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
They turned the movie off, come on the stage and said, the war is over, and it was
Go eat
crazy.
pizza and then you can get back in. Yeah, you gotta eat pizza before you get back in.
But,
You'd go start up a street,
yeah.
you had an American uniform on,
Yeah.
you'd go about 4 or 5 steps,
Yeah.
and 15, 20 women would grab you and turn you the other way.
Yeah.
Go that way for a little while, all of a sudden you're going the other way.
Everybody hugging and yelling and that's.
I ended up in an Australian
It was a good idea.
club, private club, with one of those campaign hats on.
Yeah.
I don't know where mine was. And back then I didn't drink till that day.
Oh.
Stuff in there if you're not gonna use it.
Yeah, I
So
never.
you lost your army hat.
Yeah.
Right, you have girls like
No, we just all started at that Hyde Park. We were right by Hyde Park, our hotel room.
Uh-huh.
And I wasn't with anybody. I was going back to the outfit by myself
Uh-huh.
because there wasn't anyone that was going back there.
Uh-huh.
So I was with different guys that I just met like
I thought it was a dog.
there
Uh,
in the
yeah.
lobby and in the hotel. So we are just all in the movie, and we just all palled around it. So we were up all probably 3 days.
Wow.
We were up all day and all night,
What
just carrying on.
can you tell me about Abigail Byram?
You gotta eat a piece of pizza first.
I don't know about her.
How about if I find you a little one?
About
Yeah.
Abigail Byram?
Only what we know in the book,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that she was captured, and we know where she lived,
Yeah.
and we know where she's buried.
Yeah.
But other than that, and then she married Collins, right?
Collins, yeah, I seen on the tombstone.
And had all those kids.
Yeah.
But I'll lend you the book.
And the McElroys came from Scotland over to Northern Ireland. Then from
County
Northern
Downs,
Ireland,
huh?
They come over here, 4 brothers.
County Downs?
Everybody found you a little.
County Downs?
County Downs.
That's what the
Is that
website.
where it was?
Yeah, that's what the website says.
Yeah.
The Monroeville Historical Society. That's what they say.
Yeah.
What kind of so what did he do in the service? What did William McElroy do in the Revolution? How did he serve?
McElroy.
Her
Oh,
dog-
I
her
don't
dog
know.
died too, right?
Did somebody said they found what?
Tombstone. There's a tombstone.
Huh?
It's in Wilkinson. It's in the Presbyterian Cemetery. I see it on the internet.
Oh.
It's in Wilkinson.
You can't eat in the swimming pool.
It says Philadelphia
Yeah,
Militia.
in the pool. Gross.
That's what I saw on the internet.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Yeah, somebody said they found William. Who was it was telling me they found a William McElroy was in the Civil War. But I don't know that he lived around here.
Yeah.
Is that your phone? Oh, it's Al. Al? Yeah. What? Oh.
Where was George Warner born at?
Oh, you guys
Where was he born at?
staying.
I think
No, we
over
weren't staying for
in
dinner
Pittsburgh on the other
Yeah.
north side.
Where did
His dad was a butcher.
No, but I thought I had.
Where did his dad come from?
What I did.
Where did his dad come from?
So it wasn't sitting over here.
I would assume Virginia or
I don't know what I did with it.
I don't think we have
Sitting
anything.
right there.
That's what I thought
It was
too.
right there 'cause I lived at
They
Oh, yeah.
they were in North Side,
Yeah.
and then they moved out to Murraysville.
Yeah.
But there must have been when
good.
he married
Since it was free.
Nancy.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't pay
They
for it.
he must not allow
I just
them
wanted to try pieces with bacon.
Susie gave it to
because I don't ever remember.
That's why I was
Only Uncle John.
I didn't pay for it.
How did so how they meet? How did George Warner meet
He come out to buy. He would come out to the country, go around from farm to farm, and buy cattle for the butcher shop.
I noticed on a tombstone she's younger than him. How that happen?
She was a lot younger than him.
Yeah.
Yeah, his first wife died,
Yeah.
and she came to. He had 3 kids.
Yeah.
To her. She came supposedly to help raise them,
Yeah.
and she lived not that far away. But he didn't marry her for 10 years, so I don't know.
So was she educated or was she poor?
No, he was just ordinary.
Oh.
Her.
Was she? Cause she's from
Was
13.
did she have money or
Was she poor? Or,
was she poor?
cause she's from Nancy.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, she's from 13 kids. So one of 13.
Right. I don't. It didn't sound like or didn't look like, because they bought pretty big houses in Patton Township.
What you know about?
Her brothers and that?
Yeah. What you know about her parents? Her parents.
I don't know anything.
Oh. You just have the pictures, huh?
No.
Yeah, we have the.
We have the pictures, but we don't know.
Yeah, and then her one sister was married to a lawyer,
Yeah.
and then he threw her out because he took up with the upstairs maid. So then she went around. She lived with my grandma for a little while. Then she lived with another brother
What,
and
honey?
another sister.
This is
Yeah.
watermelon. Would you like
But she
some
was
watermelon?
nice. She was really.
Okay.
We
So-
loved her.
So you saw Nancy
I
King?
know.
You saw Nancy,
You
your
already
grandma?
put your request in.
She was Nancy's sister, Aunt Mary.
So you saw Nancy?
Hey, come on over here and sit
My
down.
grandma?
Yeah. You saw
Oh,
her?
yeah.
What was she like? Did you say anything?
Well, when I knew her, she had fallen, and I think she had a stroke.
Yeah.
So she couldn't communicate. But I have a suspicion that she was like Aunt Adele.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Not
think
very,
some people.
not very nice.
Yes, some people told me. Because she sold milk,
Yeah.
and the kids had come.
How much of
If
what
they
she?
didn't have enough money, they had to go back home and get the money.
How much was she selling milk?
How much?
How much was it for? How much did?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh.
Do you need battery changed in your hearing aid?
Yeah, I can't hear.
You have your battery?
It's running. No, my batteries are good.
Oh. Oh, okay.
It's running together.
Yeah.
It's his.
Oh, okay. It's not clear enough for you.
Right. And that's what's happening. And I told them, but I don't have them long enough for them to do.
How many? You want
It's a
watermelon
pain.
too? Bacon or
No,
pepperoni?
The other day I said there was two guys
What if
from
I
Forest
do
Hills that sat
Half and
across,
half. Look at this.
and
That
they
is
were
the best
complaining
piece
because
in the world.
they cut down the senior center to 2 days and that.
It was on the table.
And I
Did somebody move
had
it?
that
Did
whole
you move it?
conversation
It was on the way for the-
Oh, good.
and could hear it.
I was like, okay, good.
Dennis,
Is this our pizza?
a couple seats down,
Come on up here.
half the time I can't hear
Pizza,
him.
there's your
And he
watermelon.
said something about me not
Is that
talking
your
to
drink?
him.
You
I
wanna
said,
get your drink?
I'm afraid to answer you
Oh, oh.
Right.
because he's nasty anyhow. And then
What?
if I'd answer him wrong,
Is that yours?
I don't know what he would.
Right.
Are you
Yeah.
sure? Are you blaming it on one
So I'm
individual?
not
Joey's. Little Joey's.
getting into that.
So what year is that cane? What year is it from? The cane you have.
Trying to blame the kids.
What year
You
is the
can have
cane
a fork.
from?
You don't have to eat your watermelon.
So what?
The cane that you have.
Cane.
Mom, I would-
What year is it from?
I would DNA that.
I don't know.
I think you find mine.
It's
All
his.
right, I'll do
It
that.
has his initials on
And
it.
see?
My dad.
I have more in there.
And I inherited it.
Yeah.
I didn't always use a cane. I have to now, but I didn't. I understand you're not with CBS anymore.
She searched
Michael.
last night. We were sitting
Michael,
watching fireworks.
you awake?
And
He said
I was
that
gonna,
he
my buddy Joey sat
understands
up
you're
on
not
my
with
roof of my
CBS
car.
anymore.